Nový Bor, a town of glassmakers in the north of the Czech Republic, became in the first week of July 1998 the destination for orienteers in veteran categories from the whole world. 4,000 competitors from 38 countries, many of whom had been in their youth amongst the world's elite, came to the detailed and physically demanding terrains of the mountains called Lužické hory to test their strength. They came to show that even at their more or less advanced ages, they were capable of fighting for the best places in the World Masters Orienteering Championships 1998. But they also came to meet up again to renew old friendships and establish new ones. At the same time as the registration of competitors, a model event took place on the outskirts of the town, where everybody could try out the Czech terrains and maps. At the exhibition of the Czech Center for Orienteering History, it was possible, with the aid of computers and compact discs, to recall previous Veteran World Championships, the results of past events, compare the technical level and so on. It was also possible to obtain here invitations to future Veteran World Championships to Denmark in 1999 and to New Zealand in the year 2000. In case any competitor had left compass, shoes or any other essential equipment at home, there was the opportunity to buy whatever was needed on the spot from the wide selection of latest models. The usual t-shirts and other souvenirs with the World Masters Orienteering Championships logo were also there. The 10-year-old maps of the race areas, which were released by the organizers in accordance with IOF rules, also attracted a great deal of attention. The opening of the championships itself was preceded by a festive parade through the town and a procession of competitors country by country. The greatest representation came, as expected, from the Scandinavian countries, which are the birthplace of orienteering. 665 competitors came from Sweden, 530 from Norway, and 516 from Finland. Only the organizing country, the Czech Republic, managed to squeeze in between these giant powers with its 605 competitors.
Vážení přátelé, dovolte, abych vás přivítal jménem klubu OK Jiskra Nový Bor a jménem Českého svazu orientačního běhu na letošním mistrovství světa veteránů v orientačním běhu.
Chtěl bych vás zde na Moravském náměstí přivítat jménem svým, jménem vedení města, ale všech občanů Nového Boru.
After the anthem and the raising of the flag of the International Orienteering Federation, the competitors were welcomed by the leader of the organizing committee in the club OK Jiskra Nový Bor, Miroslav Beránek, and by the mayor of the town of Nový Bor, Ladislav Javík. After that, the championships were declared open by the chairman of the Czech Orienteering Federation, Petr Klimper.
Our town is only a small town, only 12,200 inhabitants, but it's very well known, not only for its glass, but also, I must say, for its orienteering.
Myslím si, že aktivitou právě velmi dobrých výsledků a aktivitou všech členů oddílu OKT Jiskra Nový Bor, samozřejmě za přispění Českého svazu orientačního běhu, se podařilo organizovat dnešní zahájení a věřím, že i ostatní dny budou úspěšné pro vás, pro všechny, ale i pro místní obyvatele.
Zahajují Mistrovství světa veteránů v orientačním běhu pro rok 1998. The opening of the World Masters Orienteering Championships of 1998. Přeji vám všem v lesích České republice správný směr v následujícím týdnu. I hope and I wish for you all to find the right routes in these Czech forests.
Přeji vám, aby se vám zde líbilo a hodně úspěchů v letošním mistrovství světa veteránů v orientačním běhu.
The opening ceremony was given a festive touch by the singing of the Czech national anthem and samples of national dances by a children's group. The glassmakers band from Nový Bor, which played after the opening ceremony to the audience in the square, were also sure to please. For both of the qualifying races, the organizers chose demanding terrains around the village of Kytlice, about 7 kilometers northwest of Nový Bor. It wasn't easy in this part of the Lužické Hory Mountains to find a suitable place for the parking of hundreds of cars and dozens of buses. On the way from the car park to the finish area of the qualifying races, the competitors could already admire the picturesque countryside around here and the local architecture. The finish area for both qualifying races was the same. It wasn't a large area, but it had everything the orienteers needed. Before the first competitor started, a certain nervousness prevailed because in this competition and for the first time in the world to such an extent, electronic apparatus was used for punching and the measuring of split times at controls.
Fajn. Pár moment. Pomalučku, klidně, v klidu. Máme čas. Lehce. OK. That's all right. Fine.
First of all, it was necessary to check that every electronic card worked and at the same time to check the correct start time of each competitor. Then in the start corridor, control descriptions were available for all. Competitors inserted their electronic card into the starting units, removed it after the start beep, picked up the map for the correct course, and then the battle could begin, the battle against time, against the terrain, and in the final race, unfortunately, also against the weather. Every day, from the two starts, 24 competitors a minute started in this way. W65 category competitor Legrand from Norway, number 2805, immediately seems to be missing something. Her compass, perhaps. Not even such thorough setting of a bearing was automatically the best bet in the Kidlice terrain. Tamara Tatarinova from Russia in category W60, number 36-58, ended up one of the last in this qualifying race. An experienced competitor doesn't waste a second at the control. He punches quickly and continues even quicker on the pre-planned route to the next control. Very ridges after recent forestry work seem easy to interpret, but the reality is different. Branches and fallen trees make running more difficult, and many rocky re-entrants are hard to get into. Even the tiniest mistake in this detailed part of the race meant considerable time loss for competitors. Competitors had no problem with control number 75. Competitors like the Czech Jiří Hlaváč from Brno, number 37-38. Some competitors decided to go with a minor obstacle before the final control, as you can see this way. The decisive part of the course behind them, all that remains for the competitors, is to carefully punch the last control and make the final run into the correct finish corridor. After the electronic card has been inserted into the scanning equipment, a computer immediately shows whether the competitor completed the whole course correctly or whether he or she is disqualified. Of course, at the same moment, the time and the position of the competitor is also known. How are they satisfied with their performance? M45 Volker Ender from Germany, number 1523, W75 Jan Velicka from Great Britain, number 1402, or M65 Sven Olaf Johnson from Sweden, number 2299. After the race, a bottle of mineral water from the organizers is just what you need. You must try a taste of Czech sausages and real Czech beer. Knowledge of Czech is not necessary, as you can see. It's also important to clean up and freshen up after the race. Instead of the hot showers, some made the most of the natural resources. Competitors enjoy different ways to recover: ice cream, coffee, or grilled chicken. The tricky bits of the courses are discussed at every opportunity. The qualification races are over. Awaiting the competitors is the evening's cultural program, and the whole of the next day is for resting and recuperating before decisive final race. So a great many competitors made the most of their free day for trips to the capital, Prague, to the surroundings, or for excursions to glassworks. At the social evening in the Nový Bor Sports Hall, several sports groups from the regions, jazz gymnastics, karate and trampolining, displayed their talents to the orienteers. The karate team especially showed that they are tough lads. The orienteers themselves had a chance to compete, and the successful ones were rewarded. Sunday, the 5th of July 1998, the final day in the village of Svor Rosinov, welcomed the competitors with rainy weather. The route to the start was already unpleasant, and they suspected that in the forest it would be even worse. By the last day, nobody had any problems with the start procedure. Check the electronic card, control descriptions, starting units, pick up the map and then off, as fast as possible towards the first control.
Continue please to right. However,
Oni už nedají u mě, mají to dobrý.
The course of the final race demanded from everybody complete determination and concentration from beginning to the end. The second to last controls in a detailed rocky area near the finish were decisive for many competitors. It was here that several lost their hopes of a better result. The last control, however, posed no problems. Mud on the slope from the last control to the bridge over the stream and to the finish caused some difficulty, especially for the older competitors like W70 Barbro Brinkenberg from Sweden, number 3252. Just the last few meters and the final result is determined.
Budeme zvědaví na výsledky dalších našich závodníků. Jiří Sikora v kategorii H40 a Lice Fielková v kategorii D45. Cíli máme Jardu Havlíka, jednoho z těch, od kterého čekáme velmi dobrý výsledek, kategorie H60.
Even in such unfavorable weather, everything at the finish has to work without a hitch.
Okay. Yeah, it's all right. Okay. Yeah. Jo, všechno.
And the surprise to end up with a glass medal with the logo of the championships for every competitor. Before leaving the finish areas, there are liquid supplies to be replenished. W70 Saul Nieminen from Finland, number 1047, checks the times on her watch. The gestures from M50, Viktor Brizgalov from Russia, number 3110, and the just abandoned shoes require no further commentary. Refreshments taste twice as good after such a race. Falling into the stream didn't look so good, but fortunately it ended with smiles. Before leaving the assembly area, there was the usual great interest in the provisional results and the trade stalls. As competitors leave the finish, the weather has still only improved a little. At the event center, the competitors could collect new maps, have a look at the final results lists, and discuss their positions with each other.
Dovolte mi, abych požádal o pár úvodních slov.
The closing ceremony with the announcing of results was conducted by the chairman of the Czech Orienteering Federation, Petr Klimpl. Summing up this year's event was the International Orienteering Federation representative and one of the main organizers of the next World Masters Championships, Mr. Flemming Nordgaard from Denmark. Beautiful cups were the prizes for the oldest competitors of the championships. W85 Lady Sevruk from Estonia and M90 Arthur Lindqvist from Sweden. Likewise, the first three competitors in each category received prizes donated by the glass company Krystalex Nový Bor. Exceptional success in the championships was also achieved by Czech runners M35 Zdeněk Zuzánek from Jablonec nad Nisou, W40 Ada Kuchařová from Brno and W70 Růžena Nováková from Prague became world champions in their age classes. Supremacy over Scandinavian competitors was most striking in the W40 category, where Czech orienteers managed to take all three first places.
První tři v kategorii D45. Pardon, D40, teď jsem se uřekl. So a Czech trio there.
The IOF flag was then handed on to the organizers of the next World Masters Orienteering Championships in Denmark. See you next time in July 1999 in the Danish town of Aarhus. Sports Club Orientačný Nový Bor would like to thank especially to the main sponsors for their important help during the organizing of WMOC 98. Brewery Velké Popovice, glass manufacturer Krystalex Nový Bor, producer of mineral water Hanácká kyselka, HSM Sport Prague, Emit AS Oslo Norway, and the others. Special thanks for understanding and help also go to District Authority of Česká Lípa, Municipal Authority of Nový Bor, Municipal Authorities of Kytlice and Vorbaj Cvikov, National Park Authority Lužické hory, Forests of Czech Republic, Mountain Safeguards of Czech Republic, Army of Czech Republic and Police of Czech Republic.